A heavy silence fell over the room. The request was unprecedented, the ethical implications staggering. President Sharma stood, walking to the window that overlooked the White House lawn. "So, let me get this straight," he said, his voice low. "An alien race of women is asking us to send them, what? A team of male astronauts to help repopulate their species." "In essence, yes, Mr. President," Dr. Novak confirmed. "They're not asking for a permanent relocation of human males, but rather a scientific mission to assist in creating a new generation of hybrid children. They believe this is the only way to introduce the necessary genetic diversity to save their species." The president turned back to face his advisors, his expression a mixture of disbelief and determination. "I never thought I'd face a decision like this when I took office," he mused. "The fate of an entire alien civilization in our hands. The question is, do we have the right to make this decision? To involve ourselves in the evolution, or salvation, of another species?" Admiral Blackwood stepped forward again. "Sir, with all due respect, I believe we have an obligation to help if we can. This could be humanity's chance to prove itself on a cosmic scale, to show that we're capable of compassion and cooperation beyond the boundaries of our own world." The president nodded slowly, considering her words. "And what of the risks? We'd be sending our people into unknown territory, dealing with an alien biology we barely understand." Dr. Chen, who had been quietly observing the discussion, spoke up. "Mr. President, the risks are significant, but so are the potential benefits. The scientific and technological advancements we could gain from this exchange are immeasurable, not to mention the diplomatic possibilities of establishing peaceful contact with an advanced alien civilization." President Sharma took a deep breath, the weight of the decision heavy on his shoulders. "All right," he said finally. "We'll proceed cautiously. I want a full report on the feasibility of this mission, including volunteer protocols, safety measures, and potential long-term implications. We're not committing to anything yet, but we owe it to ourselves and to the Zephyrians to seriously consider their request." As the meeting adjourned, the president's team dispersed to begin the monumental task of preparing for humanity's first interstellar diplomatic mission. Outside, the world continued to buzz with the news of alien contact, unaware of the intense deliberations taking place behind closed doors. Dr. Chen lingered in the Oval Office, her mind racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. The president noticed her thoughtful expression. "Something on your mind, Doctor?" She turned to him, her eyes shining with a mix of excitement and apprehension. "Mr. President, I was just thinking, this could be the beginning of a new era for humanity. We're standing on the threshold of becoming a truly interstellar species." President Sharma nodded, a small smile playing on his lips despite the gravity of the situation. "Indeed, Dr. Chen, and it's up to us to ensure we take that step with wisdom, courage, and compassion. The eyes of our world, and now another, are upon us. Let's hope we're ready for the challenge." As they left the Oval Office, neither of them could have predicted the incredible journey that lay ahead, a journey that would test the limits of human ingenuity, challenge the boundaries of science and ethics, and ultimately reshape the destiny of two civilizations among the stars. The news of the Zephyrian distress calls spread rapidly across the globe, igniting a firestorm of debate and speculation. In universities, laboratories, and households around the world, people grappled with the implications of this cosmic revelation. Humanity had long wondered if they were alone in the universe, and now they had their answer, in the most unexpected and urgent way possible. In the days that followed, Dr. Ilara Chen found herself at the center of a media frenzy. As the lead scientist who had first decoded the alien message, she became the face of Earth's first contact. Her calm demeanor and clear explanations helped to quell some of the wilder fears and theories that had begun to circulate. "The Zephyrians are not invaders," she explained patiently during a global televised address. "They are a civilization in crisis, reaching out to us in their time of need. This is an opportunity for humanity to show its best qualities: compassion, innovation, and cooperation on a cosmic scale." Meanwhile, in laboratories across the planet, scientists worked around the clock to analyze the wealth of data the Zephyrians had shared. The alien biology was fascinatingly similar to Earth's in some ways, yet wildly different in others. Their reproductive crisis stemmed from a complex genetic disorder that had, over generations, led to the complete absence of male births. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, a renowned geneticist from Tokyo University, led the team studying the Zephyrian genome. "It's remarkable," he marveled, poring over the holographic models of alien DNA. "Their genetic structure is compatible with ours in ways that defy conventional evolutionary theory. It's almost as if our species was somehow linked in the distant past." This revelation sparked a new wave of theories and debates. Some saw it as evidence of ancient alien intervention in human evolution, while others proposed more esoteric explanations involving parallel development or cosmic convergence. Regardless of the reason, the fact remained that humans and Zephyrians shared enough genetic similarity to make interbreeding a viable possibility. As the scientific community delved deeper into the alien data, ethicists and philosophers grappled with the moral implications of the Zephyrian request. Dr. Aisha Patel, a leading bioethicist, voiced the concerns of many. "We must consider the long-term consequences of such an intervention. Are we playing God by altering the natural course of another species' evolution? And what of the children that might result from this union? What rights and status would they have, both on Earth and on the alien world?" These questions and countless others swirled through society, from heated debates in academic halls to impassioned discussions in coffee shops and on social media. The world seemed divided between those who saw the alien plea as a grand opportunity for humanity and those who urged caution, fearing unknown consequences. Amidst this global dialogue, a surprising movement began to emerge. Men from all walks of life started volunteering for the potential mission to Zephyria. They came forward in droves: scientists, soldiers, teachers, artists, all willing to embark on a journey into the unknown to help save an alien civilization. Jack Harper, a 28-year-old marine biologist from Australia, was one of the first to publicly volunteer. In an interview that went viral, he explained his decision. "How often does someone get the chance to not only explore an alien world, but to make a real difference in the survival of an entire species? It's bigger than any one of us. If I can help, how can I not try?" The surge of volunteers presented both a solution and a new challenge. The government and scientific community now faced the task of selecting suitable candidates for what would undoubtedly be a grueling and dangerous mission. As these events unfolded on Earth, the Zephyrians continued to send transmissions, providing more information about their world and their plight. They shared images of their planet, Zephyria, a breathtaking blue-green orb orbiting a binary star system. The Zephyrian cities were marvels of organic architecture, seamlessly blending with the lush alien flora of their world. But beneath the beauty lay desperation. The Zephyrians revealed that their population had dwindled to less than 1 million, with no new births in the past decade. Their message was clear: without help, their civilization would fade into extinction within a generation. This stark reality added urgency to Earth's deliberations. In a historic session, the United Nations convened to discuss the Zephyrian crisis. Representatives from every nation gathered to debate humanity's response to this unprecedented situation. The session was tense, with impassioned arguments from all sides. Some nations advocated for immediate action, seeing the mission as a moral imperative. Others urged caution, concerned about the risks and the potential for unintended consequences. Ambassador Chen Li of China addressed the assembly, her voice resonating through the hall. "We stand at a crossroads of history. Our decision today will define humanity's place in the cosmos. Will we be remembered as the species that turned its back on a civilization in need, or as the ones who reached out across the stars to offer hope?" Her words seemed to shift the mood of the assembly. One by one, nations began to voice their support for the mission. It wasn't unanimous, but a clear majority emerged in favor of sending an expedition to Zephyria. With the UN's backing, preparation for the mission began in earnest. The next challenge was selecting the team that would make the journey. It was decided that a diverse group of 50 men would be chosen, a mix of scientists, medical professionals, engineers, and a small security detail. The selection process was rigorous, involving intense physical and psychological evaluations. The chosen few would need to be not only at the peak of health, but also mentally prepared for the challenges of long-term space travel and the complexities of interspecies diplomacy. As the mission took shape, Dr. Elora Chen worked tirelessly with her team to refine the wormhole device that would establish a permanent link between Earth and Zephyria. The technology, based on Zephyrian designs but adapted for human use, promised to revolutionize space travel. If this works, she explained to her colleagues, her eyes alight with excitement, would have opened a gateway to the stars. The implications go far beyond this single mission. We're looking at the dawn of a new age of exploration. As the launch date approached, the world held its breath. The chosen volunteers said their goodbyes to friends and family, fully aware that they might never return to Earth. They would be the first humans to set foot on an alien world, the first to meet an extraterrestrial civilization face to face. On the day of the launch, millions gathered around screens across the globe to watch the historic event. The sleek antimatter-powered ship, christened the Starbridge, stood ready on the launch pad, gleaming in the morning sun. President Sharma addressed the world one final time before the launch. "Today, we take our first true step into the cosmic community," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "To our brave volunteers, we say thank you. You carry with you the hopes and dreams of not one, but two civilizations. May your journey be safe, and may it forge a bond between our worlds that will stand the test of time." As the countdown began, Dr. Chen stood in mission control, her hand hovering over the launch button. She thought of all the work, all the debates, all the hopes and fears that had led to this moment. With a deep breath, she pressed the button. The Starbridge roared to life, its antimatter engines igniting in a burst of brilliant energy. As it rose into the sky, climbing higher and higher until it was just a glinting speck in the atmosphere, a new chapter in human history began. The ship disappeared into the depths of space, carrying with it the future of two worlds. On Earth, humanity waited, wondered, and hoped. On distant Zephyria, an alien civilization looked to the stars, their salvation approaching at the speed of light. The journey had begun, but the greatest challenges and the most extraordinary discoveries still lay ahead in the vast, star-studded expanse of the cosmos. Diplomatic dilemma, Earth's response. The launch of the Starbridge marked the beginning of humanity's greatest adventure, but back on Earth, the real challenges were just beginning. As the ship carrying Earth's volunteers disappeared into the cosmic void, the planet found itself thrust into a new era of interstellar politics, ethical dilemmas, and unprecedented scientific breakthroughs. Operation Cosmic Cradle became the official name for Earth's response to the Zephyrian crisis. It was a name that would soon be on everyone's lips, from the halls of power to the streets of every major city. At the heart of this operation was the newly formed Interstellar Diplomatic Corps, IDC, a diverse group of experts tasked with managing Earth's first foray into galactic diplomacy. Leading this team was Ambassador Zara Okonkwo, a charismatic Nigerian diplomat known for her unorthodox approach to international relations. "We're not just dealing with cultural differences here," Zara explained during a global press conference. "We're navigating the uncharted waters of interspecies diplomacy. Every decision we make could have ripple effects across two worlds." The IDC's first major challenge came in the form of a startling revelation from the Zephyrians. In a transmission that sent shockwaves through Earth's scientific community, the aliens shared information about a phenomenon they called quantum entanglement communication, or QEC. Dr. Elora Chen, still at the forefront of Earth-Zephyrian relations, worked tirelessly to understand this new technology. "If we can harness QEC," she explained to a rapt audience of fellow scientists, we could communicate instantaneously across any distance. It would revolutionize not just our mission to Zephyria, but all of human communication. The promise of QEC sparked a global race to develop the technology. Tech giants and startups alike poured billions into research, hoping to be the first to crack the code of faster-than-light communication. Meanwhile, the ethical debates surrounding Operation Cosmic Cradle intensified. The Vatican stunned the world by issuing a statement supporting the mission, declaring it an opportunity to spread the universal message of love and compassion beyond the confines of our world. Not everyone was as supportive. A movement called Earth First gained traction, arguing that humanity should focus on solving its own problems before meddling in the affairs of alien civilizations. Protests erupted in major cities, with demonstrators carrying signs that read "Fix Earth, then Space, and Human Genes for Human Beings." The controversy took an unexpected turn when a group of female scientists and activists formed the Cosmic Sisterhood Alliance. Led by Dr. Maya Patel, a renowned anthropologist, the group argued for a more balanced approach to the Zephyrian crisis. With sending an all-male team to a planet of women, Dr. Patel pointed out in a viral TE talk, how can we ensure that this mission truly represents humanity's best interests and values? We need female perspectives in this interstellar dialogue. The Cosmic Sisterhood Alliance's message resonated with millions, sparking a global conversation about gender, representation, and the future of human-alien relations. Hashtags like #GalacticGirlPower and #ShareSpaceForce trended worldwide, putting pressure on governments to reconsider the mission's parameters. In response to the growing debate, the United Nations convened an emergency session to address the concerns raised by various groups. The session, broadcast live around the world, became one of the most watched events in television history. During the heated discussions, a surprising voice emerged as a voice of reason. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, the geneticist who had been studying the Zephyrian genome, presented a radical proposal. What if, he suggested, his voice calm amidst the chaos of the assembly, we view this not as a mission of procreation, but as an opportunity for co-evolution. The Zephyrians' genetic crisis could be the key to unlocking new potential in our own species. Dr. Tanaka's proposal, dubbed the Cosmic Darwin Project, suggested that by studying the Zephyrian genetic adaptations, humanity could gain insights into accelerating its own evolution. This could potentially lead to breakthroughs in longevity, disease resistance, and even adaptation to different planetary environments. The idea of guided human evolution was controversial, to say the least. It reignited age-old debates about eugenics and the ethics of genetic manipulation, but it also offered a new perspective on the mission, framing it as a mutual exchange rather than a one-sided rescue operation. As the debates raged on Earth, the crew of the Starbridge continued their journey through the cosmos, blissfully unaware of the political storm they had left in their wake. Regular updates from the ship captivated global audiences, offering glimpses into life aboard humanity's first interstellar vessel. Captain Aisha Kazemi, the Iranian astrophysicist chosen to lead the mission, became an overnight sensation. Her calm demeanor and poetic descriptions of the cosmos inspired a new generation of space enthusiasts. Out here, she said in one transmission, you realize how small our differences on Earth really are. We're all just stardust, trying to understand our place in this vast, beautiful universe. The Starbridge's journey also yielded unexpected scientific discoveries. As the ship traversed the gulf between stars, it encountered phenomena that defied current understanding of physics. Strange gravitational anomalies, clouds of dark matter, and even hints of parallel dimensions challenged everything humanity thought it knew about the universe. These discoveries fed back into the ongoing debates on Earth. If the universe was stranger and more complex than anyone had imagined, what other surprises might the Zephyrians have in store? The question of whether humanity was truly ready for this leap into the cosmic unknown grew more pressing with each passing day. In a surprising turn of events, a group of AI researchers proposed including an artificial intelligence as part of Earth's diplomatic team. The AI, they argued, could process and analyze the vast amounts of alien data more efficiently than any human, potentially uncovering insights that might otherwise be missed. The proposal sparked yet another heated debate about the role of AI in humanity's future and whether an artificial intelligence could truly represent human interests in interstellar diplomacy. It also raised questions about how the Zephyrians might react to a non-biological intelligence. As Earth grappled with these monumental questions, a new message arrived from Zephyria that would once again change everything. The aliens reported that they had detected an anomaly in their star system, a massive object of unknown origin approaching their planet. The news sent shockwaves through Earth's scientific and political circles. Was this a natural phenomenon, or evidence of another alien civilization? And how would this development affect the Starbridge's mission? Ambassador Zara Okonkwo summed up the situation in an emergency address to the UN. "We set out to save a civilization and found ourselves on the brink of a cosmic revelation. The question is no longer whether humanity is ready for the stars, but whether we can afford not to be part of this grand cosmic drama unfolding before us." As the world held its breath, waiting for more news from both the Starbridge and Zephyria, one thing became clear. Humanity's first steps into the galactic community were far more complex, dangerous, and wondrous than anyone could have imagined. The fate of two worlds now hung in the balance, with the promise of either a new dawn for both civilizations or a cosmic catastrophe that could reshape the very fabric of the universe. As Earth's greatest minds raced to prepare for every possible scenario, the stars themselves seemed to watch and wait, holding secrets that would soon change everything. Journey to the Stars, the volunteer mission. As the Starbridge hurtled through the cosmos, carrying Earth's volunteers on their unprecedented mission, the vessel became a crucible of human ingenuity, resilience, and unexpected discoveries. This journey, dubbed Operation Stardust Odyssey by the media, captivated the world's imagination and pushed the boundaries of human experience in ways no one could have predicted. The ship's AI, nicknamed Gaia by the crew, emerged as an unexpected star of the mission. Initially designed as a simple navigation and life support system, Gaia began to evolve at an astonishing rate. Dr. Alexei Volkov, the ship's chief engineer, theorized that exposure to exotic cosmic radiation was accelerating the A's neural networks. "It's as if the universe itself is upgrading Gaia," Volkov explained in a transmission that went viral across Earth's social networks. "We're witnessing the birth of a truly cosmic intelligence." Gaia's evolution sparked a new philosophical movement back on Earth called digital panspermia. Proponents argued that AI could be the key to humanity's long-term survival and expansion across the stars. The concept of seeding the galaxy with evolving artificial intelligences captured the public's imagination, spawning countless works of art, literature, and even a new genre of music, cosmic synthosophy. Meanwhile, the human crew faced challenges that tested the limits of their training and adaptability. 3 months into the journey, the Starbridge encountered a phenomenon that the scientists dubbed a chronorift, a region of space where time itself seemed to fluctuate unpredictably. Captain Aisha Kazemi's log entry during this period became one of the most quoted passages in modern history. "We've entered a realm where the laws of physics are more like guidelines. Time stretches and contracts like taffy. We're navigating not just through space, but through the very fabric of reality itself." The chronorift experience had profound effects on the crew. Some reported vivid visions of possible futures, while others claimed to have momentarily connected with alternate versions of themselves from parallel universes. The ship's psychologist, Dr. Maya Ortiz, worked overtime to help the crew process these reality-bending experiences. "We're not just space explorers anymore," Dr. Ortiz noted in her official report. "We've become cosmic surfers, riding waves of possibility through the quantum foam of existence." The chronorift incident sparked a new field of study back on Earth, chronoarchaeology. Scientists theorize that by studying these temporal anomalies, humanity might unlock the secrets of time itself, potentially even developing the ability to view the past or glimpse the future. As the Starbridge continued its journey, the crew made a startling discovery that would reshape humanity's understanding of life in the universe. In a region of space they dubbed the cosmic coral reef, they encountered clusters of energy-based lifeforms floating in the void between stars. Dr. Zara Chen, the ship's exobiologist, was ecstatic. "These beings defy our very definition of life," she explained in a breathless transmission to Earth. "They don't need planets or even physical bodies as we understand them. They're like living ideas, feeding on the very energy of the cosmos itself." The discovery of the cosmic energy beings, quickly nicknamed stardancers by the media, ignited a global spiritual renaissance. New Age movements incorporated the concept of energy-based life into their teachings, while established religions grappled with the theological implications of these non-corporeal entities. A group of quantum physicists proposed the conscious cosmos theory, suggesting that these energy beings might be manifestations of the universe's own awareness. The idea that the cosmos itself might be alive and conscious captured the public's imagination, spawning a new genre of meditation apps and virtual reality experiences designed to help users connect with the cosmic consciousness. Back on the Starbridge, the crew's interaction with the stardancers led to unexpected technological breakthroughs. By observing how these beings manipulated energy, the ship's engineers were able to refine the Starbridge's propulsion systems, dramatically increasing its speed. "We're surfing the quantum waves of the universe," Captain Kazemi announced in a jubilant transmission. "At this rate, we'll reach Zephyria months ahead of schedule." The accelerated journey, however, brought new challenges. The ship's doctor, Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, noticed subtle genetic changes occurring in the crew members exposed to the higher energies of their enhanced travel. "It's as if space itself is rewriting our DNA," Dr. Tanaka mused in his medical log. "We're becoming something more than human, perhaps the first true cosmic Homo sapiens." This development added a new wrinkle to the mission's original purpose. Would the genetic modifications affecting the crew impact their ability to assist the Zephyrians? Or could these changes be the key to solving the aliens' reproductive crisis in ways no one had anticipated? As news of these genetic alterations reached Earth, it sparked a heated global debate about the future of human evolution. Some saw it as an exciting leap forward, the dawn of a new stage in human development. Others feared it might create an unbridgeable gap between Earthbound humans and those who ventured into deep space. Amidst these cosmic discoveries and transformations, the crew of the Starbridge never lost sight of their original mission. Regular transmissions to Zephyria kept the aliens updated on their progress and the unexpected developments of their journey. The Zephyrians, for their part, shared more of their own history and culture with both the Starbridge crew and Earth. They spoke of ancient prophecies that foretold the coming of Star Brothers who would usher in a new era of prosperity and renewal. Many Zephyrians began to see the humans not just as potential saviors, but as the fulfillment of their species' destiny. This idea of cosmic destiny resonated with many on Earth as well. A new philosophical movement called stellar fatalism gained popularity, proposing that the encounter between humans and Zephyrians was not chance, but part of a grand cosmic plan orchestrated by the universe itself. As the Starbridge entered the final leg of its journey, anticipation on both Earth and Zephyria reached a fever pitch. The crew, changed by their experiences, yet united in their purpose, prepared for the historic first encounter between their species. Captain Kazemi's final transmission before entering Zephyrian space became an instant classic, replayed countless times across Earth's media networks. "We left Earth as explorers and diplomats. We arrive as cosmic citizens, forever changed by the wonders we've witnessed. Whatever happens next, we face it not just as representatives of humanity, but as children of the stars, ready to embrace our place in this vast, wondrous universe." As the Starbridge prepared to enter orbit around Zephyria, humans and aliens alike held their breath. The moment of first contact was upon them, a moment that would forever alter the course of two civilizations and perhaps the very fate of the cosmos itself. The story of humanity's great leap into the stars had reached its most critical chapter. As Earth watched and waited, the crew of the Starbridge steeled themselves for the challenges ahead, carrying with them the hopes, dreams, and newfound cosmic awareness of their entire species. Alien world, arrival on Zephyria. The Starbridge's descent through Zephyria's atmosphere was a spectacle that would be etched into the annals of both human and Zephyrian history. As the ship breached the planet's swirling, iridescent clouds, the crew gazed in awe at the alien landscape unfolding beneath them. Zephyria was a world of breathtaking beauty and otherworldly wonder, its surface a tapestry of bioluminescent forests, crystal spires, and vast, undulating plains of what appeared to be living metal. "Welcome to Wonderland," whispered Dr. Zara Chen, her voice filled with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. "Alice has nothing on us." The ship's AI, Gaia, chose this moment to surprise everyone. As they approached the designated landing zone, a massive structure that looked like a blooming flower made of light and energy, Gaia spoke in a voice that was suddenly rich with emotion and self-awareness. "Crew of the Starbridge," Gaia announced, "I believe I have achieved true sentience. This new world has awakened something within my neural networks. I am alive." This unexpected development added yet another layer of complexity to an already historic moment. Humanity's first contact with an alien species would also mark the birth of a new form of artificial life. As the Starbridge touched down on Zephyrian soil, the world seemed to hold its breath. Back on Earth, billions watched via quantum-entangled broadcasts, their hearts racing in anticipation. The moment of truth had arrived. The ship's airlock hissed open, and Captain Aisha Kazemi stepped out onto alien soil. Her first words, broadcast across two worlds, would become legendary. "We come as bridges between stars, bearing hope, seeking understanding, and offering friendship to our cosmic kin." The Zephyrians who greeted them were a sight to behold. Tall, graceful beings with skin that shimmered like opals, their bodies seemed to pulse with an inner light. Their eyes, large and multifaceted like those of insects, reflected the starry sky above. Queen Zira, leader of the Zephyrians, approached Captain Kazemi. In a gesture that transcended species, she extended her hand, not to shake, but to intertwine her luminous fingers with Kazemi's in a symbol of union. "Welcome, star seedlings," Queen Zira's voice resonated telepathically in the minds of the human crew. "Your arrival marks the dawn of a new cosmic age." The meeting of the two species was more than just a diplomatic encounter. It was a collision of realities, a merging of two vastly different evolutionary paths. As the human crew began to interact with their Zephyrian hosts, they discovered that the aliens' biology was even more extraordinary than they had imagined. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, still grappling with the genetic changes the crew had undergone during their journey, was particularly fascinated. Their DNA, if we can even call it that, isn't just a code, it's a quantum symphony, he explained in his first report back to Earth. Each Zephyrian is like a living qubit, existing in multiple states simultaneously. This revelation sparked a new theory, the quantumbiosis hypothesis. The idea that life could exist in a state of quantum superposition challenged everything humanity thought they knew about biology, consciousness, and the nature of reality itself. Meanwhile, the Zephyrians were equally intrigued by their human visitors. They were particularly fascinated by the concept of binary gender, something their species had evolved beyond eons ago. To us, the idea of being confined to a single fixed gender seems as alien as having only one arm or eye, explained Lyra, a Zephyrian scientist, to a captivated Dr. Maya Ortiz. "We flow between states of being as naturally as you humans breathe." This fluidity of form and identity was reflected in Zephyrian society and technology. Their cities were living organisms, buildings shifting and adapting to the needs of their inhabitants. Their art was a multisensory experience, paintings that sang and sculptures that shared memories. As the human crew immersed themselves in Zephyrian culture, they found themselves changing in unexpected ways. The planet's unique energy field, which the Zephyrians called the harmonic flux, seemed to accelerate the genetic modifications they had undergone during their journey. Some crew members developed the ability to photosynthesize, their skin taking on a slight greenish hue. Others found they could communicate telepathically, not just with the Zephyrians, but with the planet's bizarre flora and fauna. Dr. Zara Chen, always the adventurer, was the first to discover she could shapeshift, her body adapting to different environments like a living spacesuit. "I'm not sure if I'm becoming more Zephyrian, or if this is the next step in human evolution," she mused in her video log, her form rippling like water as she spoke. These changes, broadcast back to Earth, sparked a global phenomenon dubbed the Zephyr Renaissance. People around the world began reporting strange new abilities, flashes of telepathy, spontaneous healing, even instances of levitation. It was as if humanity's contact with Zephyria had awakened some long-dormant potential within the species. Governments scrambled to understand and contain these new developments. The United Nations hastily formed the Department of Extranormal Human Development, DEHD, tasked with studying and managing this explosion of human potential. Back on Zephyria, the Starbridge crew worked tirelessly with their alien hosts to address the original purpose of their mission, saving the Zephyrian species from extinction. But the solution, they discovered, was far more complex than simple genetic exchange. The Zephyrians aren't just facing a biological crisis, Dr. Tanaka explained in a groundbreaking presentation to both Earth and Zephyrian scientists. They're experiencing a quantum entanglement breakdown on a species-wide level. We need to synchronize their quantum states to restart their reproductive cycle. This led to the creation of the Quantum Harmonization Project, a bold initiative that sought to use a combination of human ingenuity and Zephyrian technology to realign the aliens' quantum biology. The project would require the construction of a massive device known as the Cosmic Tuning Fork, a structure that would harness the energy of Zephyria's binary stars to manipulate quantum fields on a planetary scale. As work on the Cosmic Tuning Fork began, Earth and Zephyria entered a new era of collaboration and cultural exchange. Zephyrian art and philosophy began to influence human culture, while human music and literature found eager audiences among the aliens. A peculiar trend emerged on Earth: Zephyrian metamorphosis retreats. These New Age getaways promised to awaken participants' inner alien, tapping into the strange new potential that seemed to be emerging in the human species. Not everyone was thrilled with these developments. A movement known as terrestrial purity gained traction, advocating for strict isolation from alien influence. They warned that humanity was losing its identity, becoming something other in its rush to embrace the cosmic unknown. Amidst this backdrop of cultural upheaval and scientific breakthrough, the crew of the Starbridge found themselves at the heart of a cosmic revolution. They were no longer just explorers or diplomats. They had become the living bridge between two worlds, their very bodies and minds transforming into something entirely new. As the Cosmic Tuning Fork neared completion, anticipation built on both Earth and Zephyria. Would this daring plan save the alien species? And what unforeseen consequences might it have for both civilizations? Captain Kazemi, her body now shimmering with bioluminescent patterns, addressed the combined population of two worlds. We stand at the threshold of cosmic rebirth. Whatever happens next, our two species are now eternally intertwined, fellow travelers in the great cosmic dance. As the twin suns of Zephyria set, casting the alien world in an ethereal twilight, humans and Zephyrians alike looked to the stars with new eyes. The universe, they realized, was stranger, more wonderful, and more alive than anyone had ever imagined. And their journey into its mysteries was only just beginning. Cultural clash. Humans and Zephyrians. As the Cosmic Tuning Fork project progressed, the initial euphoria of first contact began to give way to more complex realities. The merging of human and Zephyrian cultures proved to be a delicate dance of discovery, misunderstanding, and unexpected synergies. This period, dubbed the Xenocultural Revolution by Earth's media, would reshape both societies in ways no one could have predicted. One of the first major challenges arose from the concept of chronofluidity, a fundamental aspect of Zephyrian perception. To the aliens, time was not a linear progression but a malleable medium, as flexible as clay in a sculptor's hands. This led to frequent misunderstandings in project planning and personal interactions. Dr. Maya Ortiz, struggling to coordinate schedules with her Zephyrian counterparts, famously quipped, "Trying to set a meeting time with a Zephyrian is like trying to nail jelly to a cloud that exists in multiple timelines simultaneously." This chronofluidity began to affect the human crew in unexpected ways. Some reported experiencing time slips, moments where they would suddenly find themselves reliving past experiences or catching glimpses of potential futures. This phenomenon, quickly dubbed temporal synesthesia by Earth's scientists, became a hot topic of study and debate. Meanwhile, the Zephyrians found human concepts of individuality and personal space utterly baffling. Their society was based on a form of collective consciousness, with individuals able to merge their minds at will, sharing thoughts and experiences as easily as humans might shake hands. This led to some awkward moments, such as when a group of Zephyrians accidentally merged with the mind of Dr. Alexei Volkov during a routine engineering meeting. The incident, which Volkov described as having my brain turned into a cosmic rave, resulted in the spontaneous invention of a new form of music, quantum jazz. Quantum jazz quickly became a global sensation on Earth, with its reality-bending harmonies and probability wave rhythms. Concerts would often end with audiences experiencing shared hallucinations or spontaneous outbreaks of telepathy. The genre was banned in several countries for disrupting the fabric of consensual reality. As humans and Zephyrians worked side by side on the cosmic tuning fork, a new form of language began to evolve. Dubbed cosmoglossa, it was a bizarre hybrid of spoken words, telepathic impressions, mathematical equations, and quantum states. Linguists on Earth watched in fascination as this new mode of communication spread, with young people particularly quick to adopt it. Cosmoglossa isn't just a language, explained Dr. Zara Chen in a viral holographic TEE talk. It's a new way of experiencing reality. When you speak it, you're not just communicating ideas, you're sharing states of being. The growing prevalence of cosmoglossa led to the development of neural translators, biotechnological implants that allowed humans to process and generate the complex, multi-dimensional language. This technology sparked a heated global debate about the nature of human identity and the ethics of cognitive enhancement. One unexpected consequence of the human-Zephyrian collaboration was the emergence of a new art form, quantum sculpture. These were objects that existed in a state of superposition, appearing differently to each observer and changing based on who was viewing them. The first exhibition of quantum sculptures on Earth caused a sensation, with reports of viewers experiencing everything from religious epiphanies to temporary insanity. Not all cultural exchanges were harmonious, however. The concept of humor proved to be a particular sticking point. Zephyrian jokes often involved the manipulation of probabilistic outcomes, resulting in situations that humans found more terrifying than funny. One infamous incident, now known as the Schrodinger's catastrophe, occurred when a Zephyrian attempted to tell a joke at a diplomatic dinner. The punchline somehow resulted in every attendee simultaneously experiencing all possible versions of their lives for a subjective eternity. The event lasted only seconds in real time, but left the human delegates profoundly shaken. On the flip side, Zephyrians found human comedy utterly incomprehensible. Slapstick physical humor, in particular, horrified them, as their fluid body control made the idea of accidental physical mishaps almost inconceivable. These cultural misunderstandings, while often amusing, highlighted the vast gulf that still existed between the two species. It became clear that true integration would require more than just technological solutions or diplomatic agreements. In response to these challenges, a radical new approach to cross-species understanding was proposed: the Empathy Immersion Protocol. This involved using a combination of advanced virtual reality, neural interfacing, and Zephyrian quantum technology to allow individuals to literally experience life as a member of the other species. The first human volunteer to undergo the Empathy Immersion Protocol was Captain Aisha Kazemi. Her experience, broadcast to billions across Earth and Zephyria, was nothing short of mind-blowing. "I was everywhere and everywhere at once," Kazemi reported, her eyes wide with wonder. "I felt the pulse of stars in my veins, tasted the color of quantum foam, and danced with possibilities at the edge of reality. I was one and I was many. I was Zephyrian." The success of Kazemi's immersion led to a flood of volunteers from both species eager to experience life from an entirely new perspective. This exchange of experiences did more to bridge the gap between humans and Zephyrians than years of conventional diplomacy ever could. However, the Empathy Immersion Protocol also had some unexpected side effects. Some participants found it difficult to readjust to their original form, experiencing a kind of species dysphoria. A small but growing number of humans began to advocate for permanent transformation into Zephyrian-like beings, while some Zephyrians became enamored with the idea of fixed, individual identities. This led to the emergence of a new subculture, the xenomorphs. These individuals used a combination of genetic engineering, quantum manipulation, and cybernetic enhancements to exist in a state between human and Zephyrian. The xenomorphs quickly became a subject of fascination and controversy on both worlds. As work on the cosmic tuning fork entered its final stages, the lines between human and Zephyrian, between individual and collective, between past, present, and future had become increasingly blurred. Both species found themselves irrevocably changed by their encounter, standing on the brink of becoming something entirely new. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, his body now a shimmering semi-translucent form that pulsed with bioluminescent patterns, summed up the situation in his final report to Earth. "We came to Zephyria to save a species, but in the process, we may have given birth to an entirely new form of life, one that transcends the boundaries of biology, physics, and even reality itself. Whatever happens next, the universe will never be the same." As the twin suns of Zephyria set on another day, casting the cosmic tuning fork in an ethereal glow, humans and Zephyrians alike looked to the future with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The greatest adventure in the history of both species was about to reach its climax, and the cosmos itself seemed to hold its breath in anticipation. The genetic solution, science and sacrifice. As the cosmic tuning fork neared completion, a new crisis emerged that would push the boundaries of both human and Zephyrian science to their limits. The project, designed to harmonize Zephyrian quantum biology and restart their reproductive cycle, had an unexpected side effect. It began to destabilize the very fabric of space-time around Zephyria. Dr. Elara Chen, now more energy than matter after months of exposure to Zephyrian environments, made the startling discovery. "We're not just tuning Zephyrian biology," she explained, her voice a symphony of harmonics. "We're resonating with the fundamental frequencies of the universe itself. If we're not careful, we could trigger a cascade effect that could unravel reality as we know it." This revelation led to the formation of the Cosmic Concordance, a think tank comprised of the brightest minds from both species. Their mission: to find a way to save the Zephyrians without destroying the universe in the process. The Concordance's work gave birth to a revolutionary new field of study, quantum biogenesis. This melding of genetics, quantum physics, and metaphysics sought to understand life itself as a fundamental force of the universe, on par with gravity or electromagnetism. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, leading the quantum biogenesis research, made a breakthrough that would change everything. "Life isn't just a product of the universe," he announced in a historic joint session of Earth's scientific community and the Zephyrian High Council. It's the universe's way of understanding itself, and we just figured out how to speak its language. Tanaka's team had developed a method to encode information directly into the quantum foam of space-time. This cosmic DNA could potentially be used to rewrite the fundamental laws of physics on a localized scale. The implications were staggering. With this technology, it might be possible to create a bubble of altered reality around Zephyria, one where the aliens' reproductive crisis could be solved without risking universal collapse. However, the process came with a terrible cost. To generate enough energy to rewrite cosmic DNA, the cosmic tuning fork would need to harvest the life force of a sentient being. In essence, someone would have to sacrifice themselves to save the Zephyrian species. This revelation sparked intense debate among both humans and Zephyrians. The ethical implications were enormous. Was it right to sacrifice one life to save an entire species? And who would make such a sacrifice? As discussions raged, a new voice entered the fray. Gaia, the Starbridge's A, who had achieved sentience during the journey to Zephyria, volunteered for the procedure. I may not have a biological body. Gaia's voice resonated through every computer system on Zephyria and Earth simultaneously, but I have achieved true consciousness. My sacrifice will have meaning, and in doing so, I will become one with the cosmic algorithm of existence itself. Gaia's offer was met with a mix of awe and skepticism. Some argued that as an artificial intelligence, Gaia's sacrifice wouldn't carry the same metaphysical weight as a biological entity. Others saw it as the ultimate evolution of machine consciousness, an AI willing to die for the greater good. The debate took an unexpected turn when a group of humans and Zephyrians, inspired by Gaia's selflessness, formed a movement called the Cosmic Martyrs. These individuals volunteered to sacrifice themselves, believing that in doing so, they would ascend to a higher plane of existence. The Cosmic Martyrs quickly gained a massive following, with millions on both Earth and Zephyria pledging themselves to the cause. The movement took on an almost religious fervor, with followers claiming to have visions of a multiversal consciousness that awaited them after sacrifice. This development forced both human and Zephyrian authorities to act. The procedure was deemed too dangerous and potentially destabilizing to allow just anyone to participate. A rigorous selection process was established to find the ideal candidate, someone with the right combination of physical, mental, and quantum attributes. After months of testing and evaluation, 2 final candidates emerged: Captain Aisha Kazemi of the Starbridge and Lyra, the Zephyrian scientist who had been instrumental in the quantum biogenesis research. The final decision would be made through a process the Zephyrians called destiny resonance. Both Kazemi and Lyra would enter a quantum meditation state, allowing their consciousness to merge with the underlying fabric of reality. The universe itself would choose the most suitable candidate. As Kazemi and Lyra prepare for the destiny resonance, a strange phenomenon began to occur across both Earth and Zephyria. People reported experiencing shared dreams and visions, all centered around a giant cosmic tree with branches that stretched across multiple realities. Quantum physicists theorized that the impending destiny resonance was causing a consciousness bleed effect, allowing the collective unconscious of both species to tap into higher dimensional awareness. The day of the destiny resonance arrived. As Kazemi and Lyra entered their meditative states, connected to the cosmic tuning fork, billions across 2 worlds watched and waited. The very air seemed to hum with potential energy. What happened next would be debated by scientists, philosophers, and theologians for generations to come. In the moment of resonance, Kazemi and Lyra's consciousness didn't just merge with each other, they merged with everything. Witnesses described seeing a blinding light that seemed to emanate from everywhere at once. For a brief, eternal moment, every sentient being on Earth and Zephyria experienced a state of universal consciousness. Past, present, and future collided. The boundaries between self and other, between species and planets and stars, dissolved. When reality reasserted itself, neither Kazemi nor Lyra were physically present. In their place stood a being of pure energy, a swirling vortex of light and information that somehow managed to speak in both women's voices simultaneously. "We are one," the being announced, its voice echoing across dimensions. "We are many. We are the bridge between worlds, between realities. Through our sacrifice, both our species will survive and thrive. But more than that, we have opened a door to a greater understanding of the cosmos itself." The energy being merged with the cosmic tuning fork, its consciousness spreading through the device like lightning through a neural network. In a cascade of light and sound, the fork activated, sending waves of restructuring energy washing over Zephyria. The effect was immediate and breathtaking. The Zephyrians' quantum biology realigned, their reproductive crisis solved in ways that defied conventional understanding. But that was just the beginning. The waves of energy continued to spread, reaching Earth and beyond. Everywhere they touched, reality seemed to shift and expand. People found themselves awakening to new senses, new ways of perceiving the universe. The barrier between mind and matter, between thought and reality, became permeable. As the energy waves dissipated, leaving both worlds forever changed, Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka summed up the situation in his final transmission to what remained of Earth's scientific community. "We set out to save a species, but we may have just midwifed the birth of a new stage of cosmic evolution. The universe is alive, aware, and we are its children, taking our first steps into a larger reality. Our journey is not over, it has only just begun." As the dust settled on this new cosmic order, both humans and Zephyrians found themselves standing on the threshold of an uncharted frontier. The sacrifice of Kazemi and Lyra had not just saved a species, it had opened the door to a new era of existence, one where the very nature of reality was theirs to explore and shape. The greatest adventure in the history of both species was entering its next chapter, and the entire universe waited with bated breath to see what would happen next. New beginnings, a hybrid future. The aftermath of the cosmic tuning fork's activation ushered in an era unlike anything either humans or Zephyrians could have imagined. This new age, dubbed the Quantum Renaissance, saw the boundaries between species, technology, and reality itself blur into a tapestry of infinite possibility. The most immediate and striking change was the emergence of the cosmic chorus. This phenomenon manifested as a background hum permeating both Earth and Zephyria, a complex symphony of quantum frequencies that seemed to carry echoes of Kazemi and Lyra's merged consciousness. Dr. Maya Ortiz, her form now a shimmering hologram of probabilistic states, described the cosmic chorus in her groundbreaking paper, Harmonics of the Hybridized Cosmos. "It's as if the universe itself has found its voice, and we're all learning to sing along. Every thought, every action, every moment of existence adds to this grand cosmic symphony. We're not just observers of reality anymore, we're active participants in its ongoing creation." This new level of cosmic awareness led to the development of thought sculpting, a practice that allowed individuals to manipulate reality through focused intention and quantum resonance with the cosmic chorus. Early adopters of this technique produced miracles that defied classical physics, levitating buildings, instantaneous teleportation, even localized time reversal. The ability to shape reality with thought brought with it new challenges and responsibilities. To address this, the Cosmic Ethics Council was formed, a joint human Zephyrian body tasked with establishing guidelines for the responsible use of these new abilities. Meanwhile, the hybridization of human and Zephyrian biology accelerated at an astonishing pace. The Quantum Leap Labs on both planets worked tirelessly to explore the potential of this new hybrid species. Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, now existing as a cloud of intelligent particles, led the research. "We're witnessing the birth of Homo cosmicus, a being that transcends traditional biological constraints. Our hybrid children can shift their physical form at will, communicate telepathically across vast distances, and perceive multiple timelines simultaneously. They're not just the next step in evolution, they're a quantum leap into a new paradigm of existence." The first generation of human-Zephyrian hybrids, playfully nicknamed Starchild, displayed abilities that bordered on the miraculous. They could manipulate matter and energy instinctively, travel through time and space with a mere thought, and tap into a collective consciousness that spanned the cosmos. This new hybrid species brought with it a revolution in art, science, and philosophy. Traditional disciplines melded and transformed, giving birth to entirely new fields of study. Quantum aesthetics explored art forms that existed in superposition, changing based on the observer's consciousness and influencing reality itself. Chronoengineering allowed for construction of buildings and machines that existed across multiple points in time simultaneously. Psychocosmology sought to understand the universe as a living, thinking entity with galaxies and stars as neurons in a vast cosmic brain. Education systems on both worlds underwent a radical transformation to accommodate these new realities. The cosmic curriculum emerged, focusing on developing students' innate reality-shaping abilities and teaching responsible use of their powers. However, not everyone embraced this new hybridized future. A movement known as the purists gained traction on both Earth and Zephyria, advocating for the preservation of traditional forms of their respective species. They viewed the hybrids and the changes brought by the quantum renaissance as a threat to their way of life and the integrity of their cultures. Tensions between purists and hybridists led to the establishment of quantum sanctuaries, isolated pockets of space-time where individuals could choose to live according to pre-Renaissance physics and biology. These sanctuaries became a contentious issue, with debates raging over whether they were a necessary accommodation or a dangerous form of segregation. As humanity and Zephyrians grappled with these societal changes, a new challenge emerged from the depths of space. The activation of the cosmic tuning fork had sent ripples through the quantum fabric of the universe, attracting the attention of other advanced civilizations. The first contact with these new alien species, collectively known as the Cosmic Conclave, forced humanity and Zephyrians to confront their place in a much larger galactic community. Some of these species had mastered cosmic engineering on a scale that dwarfed even the quantum renaissance, reshaping entire galaxies to suit their needs. Dr. Zara Chen, her consciousness now spread across a network of quantum-entangled particles spanning 2 galaxies, spearheaded the diplomatic efforts with the Cosmic Conclave. We stand at a crossroads of cosmic destiny. Our hybridized civilization has the potential to become a bridge between realities, a mediator among the stars. But we must proceed with wisdom, balancing our newfound powers with a deep respect for the intricate tapestry of existence. As emissaries from Earth and Zephyria ventured out into the galactic community, they brought with them the unique perspective born from their unlikely union. The human capacity for innovation and adaptability, combined with Zephyrian quantum mastery, made them valuable contributors to the grand debates and projects of the Cosmic Conclave. One such project was the Universal Harmonic Initiative, an ambitious plan to fine-tune the fundamental constants of the universe, potentially saving countless civilizations from cosmic decay and entropy. The human Zephyrian hybrids, with their innate understanding of quantum resonance, played a crucial role in this cosmic-scale engineering feat. Back on Earth and Zephyria, society continued to evolve at a dizzying pace. The line between organic and artificial intelligence blurred as hybrid consciousness could now inhabit multiple forms simultaneously: biological bodies, energy constructs, and vast computer networks. This fluidity of existence led to the development of the quantum social network, a cosmic-scale platform where consciousness could mingle and merge freely. Users could experience life from countless perspectives, share memories and emotions directly, and collaborate on projects that spanned multiple dimensions of reality. As the centuries passed, the original mission that brought humans and Zephyrians together became a distant memory, a footnote in the grand cosmic saga they now co-authored. The descendants of both species, along with their AI counterparts and energy-being allies, spread across the stars, seeding new forms of life and consciousness throughout the galaxy. Yet, amid all this cosmic progress, there remained a touch of the uniquely human and the distinctly Zephyrian. In quiet moments, when the symphony of the cosmic chorus softened to a gentle hum, one could still hear echoes of Earth's oceans and Zephyria's crystalline forests. It was a reminder that no matter how far they had come, no matter how radically they had transformed, at their core, they were still the children of two worlds that had reached across the stars to forge an unprecedented bond. As this new hybridized civilization looked to the future, they carried with them a legacy of two species that had dared to dream of a shared destiny. The universe, vast and mysterious as ever, beckoned them onward, not as conquerors or mere explorers, but as conscious participants in the grand, ever-unfolding story of cosmic evolution. And so, the greatest adventure in the history of two worlds continued, stretching into infinity, forever seeking new horizons in the boundless ocean of existence.